So you want to join the police department? Let's look at what it takes to land a spot in the academy. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to dive into the process everybody has to go through to get hired on with the police department. Forewarning though, if you're not willing to endure interviews and tests spanning a 6 to 10 month time range, I would seriously consider other employment. For those of you that are still here and interested in embarking on this journey, the first step is to fill out an application. Often you can fill these out online, but sometimes departments are going to have you go in person to fill out a physical application. Now in this step, you're going to be asked about your work history, you're going to be asked about your employment history, and you're going to be asked about your criminal history, including prior drug use. Now, it is important to be honest on this application because it's going to come up later in the hiring process. If nothing else, they're at least going to cross-reference your answers with your background packet, and they're probably going to ask you about things in your polygraph test. Now, after you've filled out everything to the best of your knowledge and submitted it to your department, it's going to go through a review process to determine if you're eligible to move to the next step. Now, it may take a couple weeks to hear back, so if you don't hear right away, don't get discouraged. But after your application is accepted, you'll move on to step 2 in the process. Now, step 2 is almost always going to be the written exam. Now, don't freak out if you're not a great test taker. I suck at tests and I was able to pass it, so I think you'll do just fine. Now, I'm not going to go through the written exam today. I have a whole other video that goes in depth and gives you advice on how to best prepare and things like that. So if you're interested in learning more about the written exam, go ahead and check that video out. So assuming that you've passed the written exam, we're off to the next step. So this is the part of the process where the road diverges, and it's different depending on which department you're applying for. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to go through the order of events in which Las Vegas has them set out. Just know that after the written exam, your department may differ a little bit. So in Las Vegas, after you pass the written exam, you wait to schedule the oral board and physical fitness test. This is conducted one time per month and has very limited space, so you could be waiting up to 4 to 5 months to have your number called. In Las Vegas, you're going to take your oral board and your physical fitness test on the same day. So in the morning, you'll do the oral board, and then if you pass that in the afternoon, you'll do the physical fitness test. After you've passed your oral board and physical fitness test, you're going to schedule a time to go fill out your background investigation packet. Just like in the initial application, you need to be honest on your background investigation packet. The investigators are going to verify all of the information in this, and if they find the slightest discrepancy, you're done. Alright, up next is the polygraph test. As the investigators are doing your background check, you'll take the polygraph test. Now, don't psych yourself out about this, just be honest and you'll do fine. So once you've gotten through the polygraph test, the next step in the process is going to be the psych exam. After you take this test, you're likely going to sit down with a psychiatrist to go over everything. Last but not least is the medical exam. Here, they're going to check for a few things. They want to make sure that you're physically able to do the job of a police officer, and they want to make sure that you're clear of any drugs. So there you have it. This is the schedule of events that you have to look forward to if you plan on getting into law enforcement. Alright guys, that's it for me. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon and get notified when new videos come out. And as always, I'll see you next time.